Harry, this is Lord Potato. This is What If Naruto Was Betrayed and Banished? The redo. I'm actually gonna redo it. Um, I didn't really like what I did last time. It's because it was way too short and I kind of wanted to do something else different. But yeah, sorry about that. I was so tired yesterday. I thought I could do it because I kind of slept. Now, no. I'm actually gonna do it way earlier than which I was gonna do almost from what if Jesus Christ. I don't know why I do them at like the middle of the fucking night or something. I should really stop doing that. Such a bad habit, man. Well, now I should go into the what if. Okay, so everything happened. If you watch the what's it called part two, the same. So of course they conquered the Stone Village and all that. So Dio and Naruto and Enya the Hag are all going towards the Cloud Village. Of course, they have about 300 what's it called 300 ninjas that have stands, and also the original team from what's called Egypt that stops Jotaro and all that. So Enya the Hag and Naruto, of course, are lieutenants, and those people that were in the whole fight against Jotaro and his team, the Star Crusaders, they are only commanders. So yeah, while Dio is the lore and all the other stand users that are 300 stand users from like different villages that are rogue ninjas, they are what's called not okay, so they're not what's called lieutenants or anything. They're just people that follow orders, or they just go ran and wreak havoc. So of course they are going towards the Cloud Village, and when they get there, of course, the Two Tails is already captured by the Akatsuis, and well, I must also mention that the Four Tails, Five Tails are also captured. One Tails, Three Tails. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all captured. 7 is still sort of okay. 6 is captured by Pain and the others. Now, so yeah, so those are all captured. The only ones that are not captured are 7, 8, and 9. But yeah, Naruto has the 9, and Kurama is actually this time helping Naruto, so of course he can go KCM, and which actually allowed his KCM actually allowed his stand to actually get actually other abilities, which like makes the what's called stance way stronger, since usually stands are the reflection of the willpower and all that, and Naruto has tons of that shit. Wait, was it the willpower or was it something else? I sort of gotta think of willpower. Yeah. So Naruto has tons. Like his stance are gonna punch way harder. Their abilities are gonna be way stronger than normal. So yeah. Think of like Kirin, Yoshikari Kirin when he did his like what's called that little what's called not time, the what's called when he like tapped something and then waited for them to realize or whatever, like mostly kill a bunch of females and go boom. Yeah, and like that whole medium-sized explosion happens. Yeah, Naruto can make that as a nuke. Like he touch like a freaking whole village and go kaboom. Yeah. So, and if you think of like what's called King Crimson, when he can like see into the future for like I don't know a couple of seconds, or like erase the future, whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Not trying to go specific again, but he can now see way longer into the future and actually see what people are gonna be trying to do. So yeah, um, yeah, that's all I wanted to give him there. And of course, they do have what's called a requirement on there. So of course, Killer Queen and what's it called King Crimson are requirements. So since did I mention that they got the arrow requirement? You know, the arrow that Jonathan Abani used on him so he can get golden experience requirement. I don't know if I mentioned that in the other two what ifs. Sorry, I didn't watch them. And this one I'm still kind of a little dizzy on what I'm not dizzy, a little not confused, but trying to do recap. Yeah, I just skip it because I don't remember half the things that I did on it. So yeah, I'm also gonna delete the old what if, that one what if that I made, so the part 3, this one, and upload this one of course, but then delete the other one. So yeah, Naruto's stands are just a little too overpowered. Of course, Dio, he is still way stronger than Naruto, because Naruto is not actually gonna go against Dio, because Dio. Okay, let me say that again. He's not going against Dio. He's not gonna try to take over like the whole throne and all that, cause Naruto sees Dio as someone that gave him a second chance. Instead of seeing him as a demon, he sees him most of like a lieutenant, a helper, someone that actually gives him respect and actually needs him in things. Unlike the Leaf Village just banishing, betraying him and all that, and also telling he's a demon, he should never leave, or decide to live, should have just died, should have let Sasuke kill you, blah blah blah. Yeah, Naruto can fuck off the Leaf Village. So he doesn't care about the Leaf Village at all. He sees Dio as someone that is truly his what's it called? So think of like Haku and like Zabuza. Naruto doesn't see himself much of a weapon, but much more like a helper. So same with like Enya the Hag. Naruto like sees Enya the Hag as more like a sort of grandma, but also someone that he can help and all that. And also everyone else sort of like a family. I'm saying sort of, but yeah. But yeah, mostly all the characters from like the stands against what's called the Crusaders. Mostly those. You see sort of family. But yeah. But the other 300 what's called ninjas, he sort of sees like them where they came from and all that. They either got banished, they became rogue of the corrupt system, they either did something and blah blah blah. That's why they got banished, rogue, betrayed by their team. So Naruto can actually feel the 300 ninjas how they feel, sort of. Naruto was the one who was banished and betrayed at the same time. But yeah, I should also mention where Jiraiya should be at, because I fucked up on what's called not the redo. I fucked up on that one part because I said that Jiraiya also died. Even though I said Jiraiya wasn't on the Leaf Village. I'm such a fucking dumbass. That's why I'm redoing it. So let me mention where Jiraiya's really at, because my dumbass self fucked it all up. Jiraiya, he is sort of just like training in what's called Mountain Mount Boku. I'm sorry, I'm fucking up the name, I know that. But Jiraiya's over there actually getting his Sage mode into the actual complete and not the fucking incomplete. But yeah, taking him a while. But of course, let me say that again. But of course, the what's called the frogs has like told him. Well, the other frog has told him about the child prophecy being with a man with yellow hair, looking like he's actually the son. Well, no, not son, the father of the child prophecy. He's getting a little vision. He's seeing Dio as sort of a ruler, and Naruto being right next to him, and Aang the Hag also being also right. Okay, so Naruto's on the right, and Aang's on the left. So yeah, he's getting little visions of those. Since of course this whole what if went well not what if the whole what's called original canon and all that kind of changed. Instead of Naruto being the child of prophecy or the child of terror, he's actually someone that helps someone to become the demon lord. But yeah, or the lord, yeah, however you like to say. So this back to the cloud village. So when Naruto and the army get to the cloud village, um of course, when they get in, Yagato isn't the one to stop them, the Two Tails, but there's a bunch of cloud ninjas, and of course, a bunch of like ninjas try to attack the different stand users. Of course, they get killed by the 300s and the different stand users that either has strength and has to be close range, long range, or medium range. So close, medium, or long range, or some other abilities like time abilities, where he can actually what's it called? Some abilities allows them to like rewind time on their body. So think of like Josuke's like what's it called? Ability to like heals what's it called? Like people's damages. Like if you have a hole, yeah, you heal back to where it was like normally originally it had to be and all that. So like Josuke's. But their time ability is way weaker than Josuke. Josuke, I forgot his last name. God damn it. But yeah. So that's the thing. And so yeah, but their stand abilities allows them to sort of like if you sort of got hurt, yeah, just like mere injury, like injuries. Not really like if you lost a limb, you're good. They can heal you back. No, they really can't do shit. They can probably stop the blood, but after that, you're fucked. You don't get a back arm. That's where the healers came from. The healer stands. There's some stands that have healing. Of course, they can sort of regrow your arm if all of the healer stands actually come together and heal your arm. But of course, they take a lot of energy off of them. So yeah, they are also there to heal people. There's also some stand users that actually can use similar abilities to either what's called to see into the future like King Crimson, but they can only see so like only 1 second, 1.61 second. So it's barely even enough time for even a 2 minutes. I mean not 2 minutes, 2 seconds. But yeah, there's some stats that can actually go into different acts, like Echoes or like Tusk. Some can actually go back into different what's called acts, or some that can only go into the third act or second act and can't switch. So either like Tusk or like Echo. There's some that can actually have a different, well, not different stand, but instead of like the handle, it's the Lego. So, not yeah, the Lego. So the Lego stand is actually what you actually already know, not the leg, but an actual Lego stand. So of course, it actually can turn people into different like Legos, and then yeah, you get the rest. Push the Legos, breaks. It could be an ice stand, but mostly a Lego stand. I'm sorry. That's actually when I was trying to do something else, but no, that actually came as a good stand. Sorry. There is other like elements stands in the army. Like some has fire, so like what's called some has fire, some has ice, some has water, some has lightning, some has wind, some has you get the rest. Lava, probably wood. Actually, one person actually had wood one. So this one is a stand that isn't really like Hashirama or anything. Its wood's like abilities actually doesn't require any chalk or anything, but the wood is weaker than Hashirama's actual wood style. So yeah, so that was one of the lucky ones that kind of got it. So yeah, but he can heal arms. So this stand that can use wood style, or not wood style, but wood element, can actually heal his arm slowly back into normal if he gets cuts off. But like, you know how Hashirama, he loses a limb, he can heals that shit back. This will kind of heal slowly, not fast. So yeah. But that's the thing. Now, there is some stand users that are what's called the Hyugas. And these Hyugas actually has met Naruto, but really didn't call him a demon or anything. They were actually kind of nice to Naruto, sort of. But they are from the Leaf Village. There's two Hyugas. They are from only the what's called side branch. But they didn't like how the freaking main branch was treating them and all that. So of course he left Konoha. They went rogue. So of course they have their Byakuguns. But when they got the stand, their what's called seal on their forehead and all that disappear. So the what's it called? The army that actually contained a female and man stands. So guy stands and female. So yeah. So it's between two different genders. So I'm not freaking what's called insist about that, whatever. I'm just saying because the two Hyugas, one is a guy and one's a girl. They are married, but they wanted to leave because yeah, of course their whole seal is erased because of the stand ability erasing it. One's ability is actually to erase the seals, because they were mostly willpower into like getting rid of their seals. Of course that's one of their stands, and the other stand is to give people seals. So it's like a duo about it. So yeah, there's some also people that have speed stands and all that. I'm saying all of this because all of this will actually be sort of important into the what if part 3. So this will be the end, but of course it'll be something important what I'm talking about. So I'm not gonna really like name a specific numbers on different like stand users that usually have the same either element or different element, since that would take way too long, and I know this will be the end of this what if, so I'm making it sort of short and brief on the whole stand's abilities. So you can think of how many different stand users have this element or that element in that 300. I'm just saying. And that's why some stands either have just very powerful ones, or some stands are just weaker. And you usually rely on their stands sometimes, but also their ninjutsu. All ninjas do the same. Naruto, he sort of doesn't rely on his ninjutsu, or go into KCM, or go into anything, but his stance. And also, what's called his physical power. I mean, not physical power, physical strength. So, yeah. Now, that's a thing, and, so that's the, what's it called? That's all the stands. And when they actually raided the, what's called Cloud Village, it was actually going pretty fast on the invaders. Not losing, but actually winning. So they actually managed to conquer like 3/4 of the village. Of course, the Raikage had to come out with Killer B. And some Akatsuki members, what's it called? So the Akatsuki members that were actually going against, what's it called, Killer B, were, what's it called, not Hidan or Kakazu or any of the main ones, but actually Kisame and Itachi. So when they get to the Leaf Village, well, not Leaf Village, the Cloud Village, to find the Eight Tails. Also, I should mention, not, so no. Let me say something. Itachi is actually replaced with Sasuke and Team Taka, since that still happens. Orochimaru still dies, but Kisame, he doesn't really die, cause, I mean, you like to say, cause of course there's that whole thing. But Jiraiya doesn't die from the Leaf Village because Pain doesn't go to the Leaf Village. because Naruto hasn't been seen in the Leaf Village. Of course, Konoha did say, we still have the Jinchuriki, blah 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 blah. No, they really just banished the Jinchuriki. So there's really no point in attacking Konoha when they don't even have a Jinchuriki. So yeah. And when Sasuke of course are going against Killer Bee and all that. But so Team Taka and Sasuke are going against what's called Killer Bee. Naruto's actually going straight to where Killer Bee's at with his like small army portion. He only has about 25 ninjas with him that has different elements, stand users, and of course the one that actually has wood style, well, not wood style, a wood stand user, like a wood like you get the elements stand and all that. He's coming along with Naruto just in case he needs to protect Naruto or anything, since Naruto is a lieutenant. He is ranked second to lieutenant, while Enya the Hag is first lieutenant. Why? Because Enya the Hag is mostly someone that actually was someone to help Dio first. So yeah. Now, Naruto, when he gets to where Killer Bee's at, Killer Bee's already in his Jinchuriki, gets burned and all that. And what's it called? He's still alive and all that. Naruto can see this, but Sasuke's too dense of a dumbass, okay? And his like teammates and all that. Naruto sees the red clouds, and he thinks about it. This should be a good time to actually just kill Sasuke and like his team. I heard of those damn Akatsuki members. So yeah, different ninjas, rogue ninjas, has tell what's called Lord Dio about the Akatsuki members. How there's different S-rank ninjas and they add their juice and all that. And Naruto has told Dio about the little beast that's still inside him, the Nine Tails. And there's like 9 other ones that are probably dead because of the Akatsuki. And Naruto can see that the Akatsuki are actually already attacking different Jinchurikis. He probably already noticed this because the Akatsuki already done the first time. When they started attacking the what's called Sand Village, when they Sasuke already take Gaara and all that. Naruto wasn't Gaara and Naruto sort of had a bond, but when Naruto was banished, Naruto's emotions just died in the village. So Naruto's a different person. When he sees Sasuke, he can care less. He's emotionless, he can care less. So Naruto ordered the sand users that he had on him to get ready to attack, because he's ready to just attack Sasuke and his team and all that. So Naruto, like, he gets onto the water, well not water, onto the stairs and walks down. And Naruto is just clapping slowly towards Sasuke. Sasuke looks up and says, Naruto? Naruto says, hello Sasuke. It seems that you're a little busy. Probably taking the 8-tail Jinchuriki. Interesting. Sasuke says, whatever, dope. You already got banished from the Leaf Village. Ha, what a dumbass you are. Naruto says, true, I was a dumbass, thinking that the Leaf Village will actually believe me and try to not banish me. But I mean, who cares? I can finally kill you and actually care less about your whole pathetic life. And Sasuke says, do you really think you can take me on? I have a team. And Naruto says, I have about 25 ninjas with me. So 25 ninjas appear right next to Naruto and behind him and also in front of him. So Sasuke says, so you have a little gang with you, huh? Naruto says, no. I really don't need them to actually defeat you, but I need them to defeat your team. To distract them for a second, I don't know that. I'll probably kill them. Now, go, army. Go 25 ninjas or whatever. So all of them go to distract Team Taka and all that. So like Kari, Zakun? I don't remember his name. And also the orange hair guy. So the water guy is easily getting defeated because there's actually the wood style guy. Not wood style guy, I mean the wood stand guy and all that. His ability actually drains the water pretty easily, and so he's easily being drained, the water guy. Now, the cursed energy guy that can freak out and all that, he's fighting against some stand users and all that. Of course, there's some tank stand users and also like the deal damage stand users and some element users. So, of course, they're easily beating the crap out of him and all that. Karin is having a hard time trying to dodge the stand punches. She can't feel the she can feel the chakra with those guys, but the stands are not even made out of chakra, so she can't really dodge. She's easily just getting overpowered. Naruto's like, the wind is blowing on like Naruto's hair and it's just pushing into one side. Same with Sasuke. And Naruto says, well, are you gonna attack first, Sasuke? And Sasuke says, I don't need to attack first. Dope. Naruto says, okay. Naruto rushes at Sasuke with blinding speed, gets behind Sasuke, and actually touches Sasuke, just like on his back, like shoulder. Now, of course, Sasuke, he like jumps back, but Naruto is too late. Naruto already like planted the bomb on him. But instead of detonating right now so it can blow up, he's actually gonna play with Sasuke a little bit. So, Naruto just says, Sasuke, wow, you are a dumbass if you actually just let me touch you. And Sasuke says, whatever, dope. It's not like you have some kind of long range bullshit. And Naruto says, I don't know about that, Sasuke. Besides, I should kill you. You know why? Cause your freaking clan or whatever, you'll never be able to resurrect that anyway. Itachi did a good deed, killing your pathetic clan. And Sasuke just gets angry and all that, because Naruto is just pissing him off enough so he can just fight Naruto in blinding rage. And it's actually working. Naruto just talking so much trash to like about the Uchihas, saying the Uchihas are nothing but just weakened because of their eyes. If their eyes were nothing, they didn't even have those damn Sharingans. They'd be absolutely nothing but trash. And of course, what's called Sasuke gets enraged and actually acts him to Susanoo. Naruto says, "What the fuck is that?" Sasuke tries to like hit him with like the arm of the Susanoo. Naruto like dodges pretty easily, and Naruto then just says, "That won't work, Sasuke." Naruto goes into KCM and rushes at Sasuke, punching not through the what's called Susanoo, but actually cracking it a little bit. Cause Naruto did not just use KCM; he used also King Crimson to just punch the shit of it. So let me say that again. So of course it kind of cracked a little bit, and Sasuke actually notices, which Sasuke kind of got a little tiny like sort of pinch on his pain on his eyes, since that little crack will actually, if the Susanoo broke, his eyes would have just exploded with so much pain. But Naruto really didn't break it fully. That's because Naruto was actually holding still back. He wanted to hold a little bit back, and also his right hand is unavailable right now because Naruto has that whole explosion set off and all that. He can set it off anytime. But he's right now playing around with Sasuke, and then when he punched it, he used King Crimson's to like kick it, and it actually shatters a little bit more. It cracks, and Sasuke's eyes are just going into so much more pain. And so Sasuke tries to jump back, but Naruto says, Sasuke, where do you think you're going? So Sasuke Susanoo is incomplete, isn't like in the skeleton form, but Naruto's pretty easy, like breaking through it so easily. Now, back to Team Taka. Team Taka, the water guy actually fully already got absorbed, so the wood guy actually got stronger and all that. Karin, she died. She couldn't really dodge punches, and so they weren't holding back anyway. They were really just trying to kill her and all that. And also the crazy guy and all that. He was fully into a transformation, but of course the other stand users that were going against Karin, or what's it called? Zaku? No, not Zaku. What am I talking about? I don't remember his name. So yeah, he's crazy, but of course he's also getting easily defeated by bomb rushes on either close range, some that are mid range, some that are sort of like long range. So there's only three long range, like five mid range, and like mostly all of them that are in close range, beating the crap out of the curse energy user. So of course Sasuke was like just getting angry and saying, "Damn it! Why won't you just die, Naruto?" Naruto easily deflects so many attacks. And Naruto says, "This is interesting, Sasuke. Do you ever think that you could explode inside your little defense and all that?" Sasuke says, "What the hell you're talking about?" Now, a ninja appeared right in front of, well, not a ninja. Yeah, right in front of, not right in front of, but right next to Naruto and says, "Lord Dio has just commanded you to go to the, what's it called? Lightning, Daimyo." Naruto says, "Okay, I'll be there." So, of course, Naruto tells, what's it called, his ninjas to go back to where the other army should be at. And when Sasuke heard about the army, and then look at his team, and his team is dead. Even the curse energy user got easily, actually got absorbed by the wood stand user. So yeah, like his curse energy got absorbed. So what's it called? Sasuke was like, "My team. What the hell did he do, Naruto?" Naruto says, "You see here, you little emo Uchiha. My army, my only 25 ninjas that you just saw that easily took out your, like, brand new team, they are only 25. The three, let's say the 275 other ninjas are right now, just going ham on the Cloud Village. Now, of course, I have to leave. I have to go to my Lord Dio, to tell him about how we have to go into the Mist Village and destroy that." "Don't worry, Sasuke. I will go to Konoha and destroy it after I kill you." Sasuke was like, "What do you mean?" Like, Naruto just put his hand and says, "Naruto," he's like, "What does it look like to you with this right hand of mine?" Sasuke said, "What do you mean?" "Oh, don't be stupid. Don't worry, Sasuke. Goodbye. And have a nice life. Actually, go burn in hell, you asshole." And Sasuke says, what the?" His whole body just exploded, killing Sasuke. Now, Naruto, he gets out and now goes to where Dio's at. Dio already killed the, lightning ninjas and also the lightning daimyo. And Dio says, "Where do we go now?" Now, of course, there were some ninjas that were locked in prison and all that. Now, of course, when Naruto easily killed Sasuke, before doing anything else, he also found Killer Bee and like tapped on him with like Killer Queen, and just went, "Goodbye, Killer Bee." Now, of course, Dio also has killed the Raikage and all that super easily. The Raikage thinks he is all about speed. Yeah, Dio can just stop time, easily kill them, just absorb his blood and all that. So Naruto says we will go straight towards the Mist Village. We will leave Konoha for now, but we are gonna have to start hunting those damn Akatsuki members. I actually have one against some of the Akatsuki members that were actually after the what's called 8 tails or whatever. I killed the 8 tails and the Akatsuki members, but yeah. Now Dio understands that they're gonna have to go on a hunting mission to kill all about the well, you already know, Akatsuki members. Now there's something strange. Black Zetsu was actually hearing this in White Zetsu, and Dio and Naruto notices, and Dio says, "Zawerzo." So he stopped time and walked to this creature, and Naruto, he's not really affected with the Zawerzo stop time. because he actually has a what's it called, a special ability with King Crimson, allowing him to actually walk freely, sort of. But it's not really so Warzone to stop time. He's not gonna have that, okay? Naruto does not have that. But Naruto walked towards where Dio is standing next to the black and white Setsu. And Dio says, Naruto, what the hell is this? Naruto says, this right here is some kind of creature. I think we should just kill it. It looks like it's from the Akashis also. Because it does show the Akashi mark and all that. Dio, he looks at it, he grabs it, and then lets time flow. And black and white is like, what the? Dio just says, interesting. You weaklings. Naruto says, I'll bring the Hyuga members to where I'm at. Dio says, do you think I can absorb them? They're not human, they don't have blood, but I don't know if I can. Wait. No need for you to bring the Hyuga members. Dio, his he took all the warmth or blood off his what's it called, left hand that he was holding Zetsu and all that, and started freezing Zetsu by stabbing his nails in it. So with that happening, Naruto just saw black and white Zetsu freeze, and of course Dio lets go of it and breaks. Of course, if you think about it, I don't think Black Zetsu can really be frozen, but yeah, just get rid of him easily. Now, Naruto and Dio then talk and all that, and says, okay, so that's one less Akatsuki member. So, Naruto and the other ninjas, there's about 75 now. Let me say that again. 375, what's it called, ninjas in total. Because there were actually 100 different, ninjas, rogue ninjas, that were locked up and all that in, what's called the Cloud Village. And they are now, what's it called? Well, they are now in the army. Sort of. There was 25 that died trying to get a stand and all that. So now the 375 ninjas and all that, the army is actually going straight to the Mist Village. And even though Naruto doesn't really have any grudges towards the Mist Village, he never actually even had grudges towards the Sand Village. So they march over there, and you can guess what happened. There's still some bloodline users and all that, and some bloodline users that think that what's called the Mist Village would go corrupt again. So of course, multiple of the bloodline users actually join what's called Dio's army. So there's about 469 Sand users now. With the others trying to say that this was a bad idea, blah blah blah, but nah. They also all tied in the Mist Village. I'm not going to much detail in the Mist Village because Naruto really destroyed them all. He kind of saw that some people were willing to come into their side, but instead of telling Dio that instead of using the armor he got this, he rather destroy Konoha after a while. So he just touches what's it called. He goes in the middle as a Casey Yamanon, using what's it called Killer Queen. Taps on the middle of the village, jumps out, and says, the whole village just went into a nuke explosion, destroying everything, even the Mizukage. So, yeah. Now, what's it called? They get to go hunt what's called the Akatsuki members. Every Sand user from Egypt that had to go against the Crusaders had their own military power and all that went to go hunt each of the what's called Akatsuki members. And when they do that, they actually manage to kill almost all the Akatsuki members, except for Obito, and Pain, and Konan. Kakuzu and Hidan got easily just his whole blood absorbed by Dio. And when Kakuzu tries to attack Dio just says Suwerzo, and easily just crushes Kakuzu's heart 5 times until he died. So now they see that Pain and the others are the only ones left alive. Now, of course, Jiraiya, he actually met Naruto when Naruto was just walking around. Jiraiya came out of the forest and says, Naruto, you're alive. Naruto looks up and says, Jiraiya. Naruto sort of like, he didn't see Jiraiya at that time, but I feel like Jiraiya said, Naruto. And Naruto just says, Jiraiya, where were you when I got banished? Jiraiya says, I was looking for the Akatsuki member information. When I heard that you were banished, I quit being a ninja towards Konoha. I wanted to train you, but you weren't here. Naruto was sort of crying, and there were some ninjas that were behind him, and this is the first time they ever see Naruto sort of crying, and it's kind of weird for them, but they aren't really trying to die towards Naruto's power. So some of them just like look away and shut up, and let Naruto have privacy with Jiraiya. And Naruto says, Jiraiya, I am in an army called the Stands. So you quit Konoha. Will you let me destroy Konoha? Or do you still have feelings towards Konoha? Jiraiya, he thinks about it. He sees that Konoha has betrayed him a lot and all that. And he actually tells Naruto something. I will help you destroy Konoha. So in this one, Jiraiya actually will help Naruto destroy Konoha, because Naruto's the last piece that he has of Minato and Kushina. So he isn't gonna go against Naruto. He doesn't care about Tsunade. He doesn't care about Jiraiya. When Naruto was banished, his perviness just died with that. So of course, he's more like, sort of like more in shape and all that. He's also more powerful and all that. And he's actually willing to help Naruto destroy Konoha. So of course, Naruto and Jiraiya and the other stand users are going towards where what's it called? Pain would be at. And of course, the six paths of pain came trying to ambush and all that. Different stands already destroys the path of pain super easily. Naruto saw the Diva path and all that, went towards it, tap on it, blows up. Now of course, Jiraiya gets one of the rods, uses Sage Mode, and actually found them, and he just tells him that they're over there. Now of course, Jiraiya does not care about killing Nagato or like what's it called, Konan, since the problem is they were manipulated, and Jiraiya doesn't care. He only cares about his precious godson. So what happened is, Jiraiya and Naruto really destroyed Nagato and Konan, and other sand users just kill Konan. Yeah. So you get the picture. They died. Now Obito, Obito tried to grab the Rinnegan and all that, because he saw his chance to grab it. But Naruto was like, where do you think you're going? And of course, Naruto has used King Crimson and saw this opportunity, and did touch Obito. When Obito like grabbed Nagato and tried to grab the Rinnegan, Naruto says, okay, all of you, leave. All stand users leave, and Jiraiya says, well wait, what are you doing? Obito says, haha, now I have the Rinnegan, you foolish nine-tailed brat. Kills Obito. Naruto really managed to tap on him using Killer Queen to put a bomb in him, and boom. Of course, this was a time where Obito wasn't in Kama Week, so yeah. So, let's now do a little time skip over our week. After the Kazis are all just a race, even the ghetto statue. What happened to the ghetto statue? They just look at it, and they don't have the, well, they do have the Rinnegan. They actually, instead of Dio, like, I don't know, just taking it for himself, he instead gives it to Naruto, and actually removes Naruto's blue eyes to give him a Rinnegan. So Naruto can actually control the ghetto statue, but instead of like controlling it fully to like rule the world and all that, instead he just lets all of the Jinchurikis go and all that. He also he will let go of Kurama and all that after they destroy Konoha. So after that week gets passed, all of like, it's sort of like 475, no, I said 469 ninja stand users and all that all going towards Konoha. Now, Konoha is the last mission they all got. So Naruto gets there, and of course some ninjas try to attack Naruto. Naruto easily destroy him, and a bunch of like other like stand users, ninjas, and all that. So when they all get inside and all that, there's about like 469 with Dio's presence and all that. The what's called Tsunade got a warning about like there's so many ninjas and all that, and the Leaf Village, there's a quarter way on like conquering and all that. So many ninjas are dying and all that. Kakashi actually came, and others actually came. Jiraiya, he actually had his own stand. His stand was very powerful. It was actually a frog stand. So that's what Jiraiya has. With his Sage Mode and the Frog Stand, his Sage Mode can actually go way longer and way more powerful. He can absorb way more, natural energy. So, of course, Tsunade, when she gets her, and like Kakashi, Team Guy, and all that, and blah 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 blah, they all see Naruto, Jiraiya, and like these people they don't even know. And Tsunade says, "What is the meaning of this, Naruto and Jiraiya?" And Naruto just says, "Shut the fuck up, bitch. You're the one that betrayed me and banished me. You think you have any damn say? I came back to destroy this damn village." And Dio said, "Ha ha 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 ha. Well, good speech there, my boy," Dio said towards Naruto. Naruto says, "Thank you, my lord." I knew the hag was defeating a bunch of ninjas and all that. And a bunch of other ninjas were defeating and all that. Now, it's 3/4 into the, what's called Konoha, actually defeating them and all that. Killing civilians and all that, taking loot, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They can do mostly anything. But the only thing they can't really do is, well, start, like, unzipping their pants and doing the nasty, man. They can't really do that unless they really want to die by Tio. Because they're on the middle of a battle. They can't really just do that right now. And besides, Tio really doesn't like that and all that. Well, does it? Yeah, blah blah blah. You get the point. Dio's the only one that could do it. I'm just kidding. But I mean, he will be trying to do that. Maybe towards the JoJo family, because he hates the JoJo family and all that. He despises them and all that. So yeah, you get the point. Now, into the battle with Kakashi. Kakashi's actually going against Dio and easily getting his ass just beat. Might Guy is an 8 gates of death and all that. And of course, he's also fighting against Dio, and Dio easily beating the crap out of him. Asuma, he already died by what's called Hidan and Kazu. And Kurenai, she has a kid, and she's actually got killed pretty instant by a stand user and all that. Now, of course, Tsunade and Shizune is trying to attack Naruto. And, of course, Tsunade is fighting against Jiraiya, and Jiraiya is easily just clapping her cheeks. Like, Jiraiya is easily beating the crap out of her and not even holding any weak punches. Like, if you think of, like, Jiraiya, like, loving Tsunade and all that, Jiraiya in this one hates Tsunade. The fact that Tsunade let this happen. Let me say it again. Let that happen. So, Shizune, of course, dies because Naruto, like, managed to put an explosion on her and goes, kill her. And, Sakura says, "Naruto, you dumbass." And Naruto glares at Sakura and says, "You're that bitch. You shall die." And, Sakura said, But what about your promise in bringing Sasuke?" She tries to, like, beg and plead so Naruto won't kill her. Naruto says, "Oh, Sasuke. You want to see Sasuke so bad?" Naruto actually took the head of Sasuke before exploding him fully. He shows Sasuke's head. Sakura screams and says, "Sasuke!" Naruto appears right in front of her, shoving his hand through her heart and taking her heart out. And then cutting her head off clean with just his hand. So that happens. Also, the Shikamaru, like, was right in front of what's called Naruto, and Naruto actually let Shikamaru be in his army, since of course Shikamaru wasn't the one to betray him. Like Shikamaru, Aburame, Shino, um, Nechi, you get the point. The people that didn't really betray him, like the ramen guy, he told almost all the stand users, don't hurt this ramen place unless you wanna die. He goes into a KCM and shows so much bloodlust. So all of them got the point. They just don't want to hurt those people that Naruto actually cares about the Leaf Village. But everyone else can burn in hell. Danzo has won against Dio, and Dio legit saw Danzo and uses his stand ability Sawarzo to actually cut his arm and actually take his right eye and then kill Danzo. Because, what's it called? Naruto has told about Dio being this whole jackass, the one to banish him and all that. So of course Dio is gonna be angry, torning Danzo's limbs off. Of course, starting with Dio's Sharingan right arm, the banished one and all that. So of course he did that for Naruto's sake and started plucking the eyes. He didn't know about the Sharingan, but of course Dio didn't care. He just plucked them and killed them. Gruesome as hell, but Dio was pissed. This was the man that he hurt his second lieutenant. This is the man that's gonna get fucked. So yeah. Any of the hag was destroying more ninjas and all that. You get the point. Now, of course, Tsunade is dead. I'm sorry if you heard that ear rape and all that, but that was just my my ringtone. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So yeah, everyone in the Leaf Village are all dead. So every single one person, they are all dead. And Dio is now the new ruler of the Five Great Nations. And also all the other nations were destroyed and all that, along their path and all that. But yeah, well, not destroyed, mostly they actually spared their lives because they needed a village. So yeah, they gathered up all the small village, make it into a bigger nation, and Dio was the one to rule it. Well, not Dio. Dio was actually still gonna go against the the JoJo's and all that. So in the whole JoJo Part 3 and all that, it went a lot different. Jotaro just got destroyed by most of all the stand users that actually will stand and all that. So yeah, this is where I'm gonna be leaving it off. Have a nice day, have a nice potato day, potato night, potato seed, potato. I actually wanted to redo it a lot since, of course, I wanted to change a lot of things instead of me doing 7 minutes last time, I think so. But yeah, have a nice potato night.